What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we are doing something very different with my reactions. We're reacting to something I have never actually reacted to before, something of this along these lines. So this is actually something from E3, which is the Walking Dead final season story preview, and I started thinking, isn't this something you'd like? Why this is something very different that I've never reacted to, anything like this. And I'm currently outside because of where I am. This is the easiest to record, and actually, surprisingly, the camera looks really good out here. So I don't know why. But I am actually really excited to react to this. Just like always, link to the original video will be linked down in the description below, along with the PlayStation's YouTube channel. Go subscribe to them, go turn on the support, and I just really am excited to see what this has to offer, and I just want to see what we can expect from The Walking Dead, the final season. So let's go ahead and just react, because I have no idea what to expect from this. Let me make sure my volume's somewhat decent. Let's go ahead and it's actually pretty hot out here. I actually got me a drink, some Kool-Aid. Not sponsored, by the way. But let's go ahead and get into this.
We're here live at PlayStation's E3 booth, and we've got a lot more games to show off today.
All
and
right.
I'm very excited about this next one. We're going to check out the latest on The Walking Dead, the final season. That is one of my favorite series out there, especially in the narrative category. Honored to be joined by Kent Mundell from Telltale.
Hello.
And the voice of Clementine herself, Melissa Hutchinson.
Hi.
So good to have you on.
Clementine.
Thank you.
And Kristen Titus as well.
Hi.
Glad to have you here. You're also a huge fan of this series.
I am a massive, massive fan of this series.
I'm a huge fan of these games.
So excited to be here with you.
So, I mean, you guys are really putting it out there. You're just like, it's the final season. Like, that's exciting, I think, you know. Tell me a little bit of why you decided
It does give a lot of hype.
Since the beginning, like, the first season of The Walking Dead set up the arc of Clementine, who was trained by Lee to survive, and the seasons that have been since then have all still been about Clementine's arc, and so this is going to finally bring a satisfactory conclusion to the character of Clementine since she started in the first season.
That's great. So it's the culmination of this story.
See,
that's
that
been rolling
worries
out
me,
now
the
for
fact
this will be
that
the
we
fourth and
might
final
lose
season.
Clem in this final
Melissa,
season.
you have actually voiced Clementine the entire time.
I have, yeah.
So how has your sort of approach shifted from playing a young girl to a much older woman?
Well, besides obviously the vocal change,
Sure.
she now sounds more like I do in range, but you know, when the game started in season 1, Clementine was just innocent,
of her own voice,
little
more of her own
girl,
voice.
and your role as Lee, the
Clementine
playable
now,
character, was
so-
to protect her. And through seasons 2, 3, I won't spoil too much on what happens for those who haven't played it. That'd be crazy if you haven't.
Who hasn't
Kind of
played these
moves
games?
organically through seasons 2, 3, 4. To
See, the
now she's this
gameplay is
super
very
badass,
more
capable
improved now.
survivalist teenager, and kind of full circle in a sense that now it's her role to protect AJ.
And she's kept that hat the whole time.
She's kept that hat.
Yes,
You can tell
that is
that
so
hat's
good
been
that
through
she
some
still her
wear.
iconic hat.
That hat has
Like D is like
something.
flapping off it.
Yeah, but she
are
still has the
bugs
hat.
flying around.
So this is a very different
Not
look
surprised
here
I'm
right off the
outside,
top. I
so-
mean, I've not seen sort of action like this from the series before.
Yeah, the final season has sequences of unscripted combat where the players get to choose in a more
Unscripted
mechanically
combat.
engaging way
I've heard
how
about
to
this.
engage with the zombies.
Cool. And I mean, visually, this looks excellent. What do you think, Kristen?
I mean, I'm completely blown away by the visuals. This is probably the most realistic that this has ever looked. Like going
And it's
back
still
from the
got the
first
comic-
season to here is
Comic
mind-blowing.
style.
To be able to see this big change. I'm super excited for this too because Clementine has now sort of become a mentor, not a mentor, but she's looking over somebody like someone used to do for her. So now she has AJ, she's looking out for him and trying to protect him. Can you tell us a little bit about what that's going to be like?
Yeah, so like you're saying, basically Clementine, who learned all the lessons from Lee, now has someone of her own to protect. And she's done an
A lot of
excellent
people are
job at the
afraid
start of the
that's gonna
season
be
about
basically a
teaching him how to
rehash
survive
of
in the zombie
of
apocalypse.
how
They're many
Clem
years into it
and,
now, and both
AJ
she and AJ know
was.
all the tricks
Not
and stuff
Clem,
to deal with like a
Lee
world full
and
of zombies.
Clem
and-
was.
Because AJ was born into this.
Exactly. AJ
Yeah,
was
that's what's going to
born
make it
in
very
this
different
world
because
and didn't
AJ
know
was
a world
born
before
into
there were
it,
zombies
and
at all.
Clementine was
so he's
not. She was born before, and then she had to actually grow up
here
through
we're
it.
also seeing inside. It's that
yeah, AJ has to grow up through it as well, but he was born in it. This is all he knows.
There's no adults around.
Yeah, so the thrust of the season is Clementine has been traveling in the apocalypse for so long, and she's been on the road, and she's trying to finally find someplace where she might be able to settle down and call home. And she finds an abandoned.
Are we going to actually see any of this gameplay with no talk?
It's a site of children which has no adults, so there's no one hung up about how the world used to work.
Yeah.
So this might be a real chance for her to make something that lasts.
Is she going to be
I can hear some of the dialogue
leadership role here, or is she sort of just like getting her wits about her?
She's really capable, so people will start to look to her for examples of how things should go. But how that develops, you'll have to play the season to find out.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait to play this game.
We're seeing some classic dialogue choices here. And it's definitely familiar to me as somebody who's played so many games in the series. But are we still going to have these sort of tough decisions that players are going to have to make?
Yes, absolutely. The season will have nail-biting choices.
Yeah, the games did not have a big story and who was hard choices. That would suck.
It's interesting that
these
Clementine
bugs are
is
getting
kind of
on my nerves.
Almost full circle, sort of stepping into Lee's shoes from the original series.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, I hope it's not going to be a whole rehash of Clementine, of Lee and Clementine's story.
I feel like, as you said, it's full circle. It's kind of a natural direction for the character to go.
I am
she was
outside,
taken
by the
care
way,
of
so
by someone who taught her, and so as
these new gameplay styles and stuff look so cool.
To someone else, because it's something that sort of represents passing knowledge on like that is one of the only things that represents a kind of permanence in the Walking Dead world.
And I do like Clementine's new look.
Ask, and you probably won't tell me anything, but
I'd say Clementine's around 16, 17-ish now, maybe 15. I don't know. I don't know how old she was in her New Frontier.
So, without spoiling anything, might we see a familiar face or two?
Like she might have been like 13 in the New Frontier. I don't know.
Season, and I will not tell you who.
Okay. What else are you proud of? I mean, what are you particularly engaged with in
they said this,
here that
there was something that was. I want to pause this real quick because they did say there was something about this time jump that it's around the same time. It's since this takes place in the world of the comics, the time jump between season 3 and this season is basically the time jump from the Walking Dead, the comics. So I think this is going to be after Negan or around the Whisperers and all that's in the comics. I don't know much about the comics and stuff, but I do know that around that's where the Whisperers thing comes in and the that storyline, and that's the complicated part about it because okay, let's just get back into this.
Well, I come specifically from the cinematic angle of this thing. I've been working as a director at Telltale for ages, and I think the work our animators and our cinematic team have done make the Telltale games, and particularly Walking Dead final season, really stand out from other games of this type.
Oh yeah, true, really definitely. That's definitely how this all works.
Carefully.
As an actor, what does Clementine sort of represent for you?
Oh man, that goes deep. I mean,
okay, so it's
been such a huge part of my life.
I'm hoping to get a little, maybe they talk about a little bit of story, and I really do want to know how old Clementine is. I don't know why I really want to know how old she is. It's just something about that. It's just on my mind, how old is Clem now? I got to know how old is Clem.
How well
I'm
this
getting
game has
eaten up by
done,
mosquitoes,
and
guys. But
how it's impacted my life as just not just as an actor, but traveling and developing this insanely awesome
this is
fan
pre-release
base,
footage, so this
whom I'm
is probably not how the
for.
game will work fully.
I mean, this is a fan-driven game.
Very close to this,
your
probably.
choices are what
We
drives
still
this
have
game, so,
about a month and a half to go before
I'm just
this.
honored.
Well, no, it comes out next month. It comes out
You
month
know,
after,
of course,
so maybe about a
I'm sad
month-ish.
it's coming to an end, but
Two
I feel like
two-ish
it's
months,
in a good
and a
span. I'm trying to wrap my
half-ish.
head around. I'm gonna need like a
Somewhere
serious
around
support
there,
staff
that
on that
area,
last recording
we have
session.
until this game gets released.
But it's just been such an amazing part of my journey. So.
Yeah, playing this character for a long time has to, and then finally coming to an end, is definitely gotta have some impact. That's how I imagine it's gonna be when the Walking Dead final season comes out. When the Walking Dead show final season is done, like Rick and everybody who plays those characters, and then that story arc ends and all that, and that show. It's gonna be hard to play with those characters because you're not really playing those characters anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's less of the fixed traditional nav camera type stuff from the previous adventure gaming seasons, and is more of a modern orbital camera that allow you to explore the environments in great detail. And the environments look amazing, so you're going to want to explore.
Oh yeah, these environments look really good.
And the combat, it's no longer just QTEs anymore.
Is no longer just QTs. There's sections of unscripted combat where you get to choose how you engage zombies in a sort of higher level of danger.
So it's basically you can, and in addition to for example, the way I attack someone, attack a walker, my friend could attack a walker differently. That's cool. That's a neat concept to throw in there.
Marlon, who is the leader of the abandoned boarding school that Clementine finds. He's kind of keeping this group of kids together in the apocalypse. And he's
we are getting a little bit of story about the new characters and stuff. I don't think I'm going to like that character, obviously, because it's the way he looks.
Where is she, you know, where does the game sort of show her starting off?
The game opens with Clementine and AJ on the road, and they're kind of really at the wit's end of how long they've been doing this kind of journey.
That's where I think the game
really
should
good
start.
At it, but they're running low on food, and they've been
I hope we
continuing
do
to
get
try
some
to find
flashback
sequences,
like it's showing Clementine like save AJ from wherever he was.
Almost at the end of her rope.
Would be very interesting. I
I
hope we go that route. If we don't, it won't be a big deal if they don't go that route. But there are bugs everywhere,
and trying to find, you know, a family of sorts, a surrogate family, or create one.
Exactly, and Clementine's had tons of those fail around her, as Walking Dead groups tend to do throughout all the other seasons. So this season has her best chance at something that might last and be more permanent in this kind of world.
And it takes a bit of bravery, you know, to reinvest in something like that.
So
after
like, what if
Clem
does die?
Yeah, it really
in this
speaks
game.
to Clementine's resilience.
Like, no one's gonna. They're not gonna just say, "Oh yeah, straight up, Clementine's gonna die." Well, I have a strong feeling that's how the season's gonna go.
Game is looking really, really good. I mean, this is a visual leap in a major way.
Oh yeah, the visual style looks amazing.
When is this coming out?
This comes out August 14th for $19.99.
Okay.
And for fans who maybe just played season 1 and haven't like caught up, if you go to WalkingDeadTheGame.com and pre-order it, you will get the Walking Dead collection free.
That's a good deal.
Which is all of the previous seasons, including spin-offs.
A lot.
So that's the absolute. It's an amazing deal and a good way to catch up if for some reason you haven't checked in for a while.
I have that. I've actually been streaming that on Twitch. Maybe I'll get a stream out this
gaming history.
Maybe tonight or something, because tomorrow's Father's Day, so I don't know if I'm going to do much tomorrow
with the development process over the years?
I might put something on Instagram or something.
Talking to some of the team from the first season or two, and they were sort of treating it like a TV show, like they'd kind of write it in between chapters, or is it more, do you take sort of a more unified approach to the development now?
The season still has episodes, so it's still like each piece of it is being made in concurrence, but we've made sure, probably better than we have before, to plan the ending and the arc of the whole season the entire time.
So is the episode format going to be a little bit different than most Telltale games? They're going to change it up? So like most Telltale games, the episode format is the same every...
And you've picked up a lot of tricks along the way.
Yeah, we've been at this a while, so we know the pitfalls and things to avoid at this point.
Outstanding. Well, hey,
I also plan on recording like a 2-hour Doki Doki Literature Club out here.
It's coming in
Heck to the no with my
14th. Wow, you got a date
this
and everything.
This is just maybe a 20-minute video or 15-minute video, and I'm already
thanks for sharing all of that. That was awesome.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, Melissa.
This is why I don't go outside.
For gracing us with an iconic performance.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Thank you very much.
I'll be playing. I can tell you that. And I think we got some folks here who will be playing as well.
Oh,
thank you so much for joining us. We have a lot more in store today. We'll be back in just a minute or two.
All right, so that was live. That's basically it. Nothing else about The Walking Dead here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game, and this video gave me a little bit of insight on what we're gonna get. We don't have long to wait. This is one of the biggest games I'm anticipating for this year. There is a lot of other stuff that's supposed to come out later this year. I do want to start like reacting to more stuff like this besides just like fan things and like online creators and things like that. Hopefully maybe I can react to more things like this in the future. I don't know. I do react to a bunch of trailers and stuff over on reaction.cam, so you guys can definitely go check that out. I actually reacted to the teaser trailer for this game over on reaction.cam, so you definitely go check that out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this off here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please tap the like button down below, subscribe, leave me a comment, and link to my Twitter, Instagram, DeviantArt, Tumblr, Dailymotion, Twitch, Musically, LiveMe, Equestria, amino, Google+, Roblox, Facebook, Snapchat, Spotify, reaction.cam, and SoundCloud. Did I say all that right? And don't forget to hit that notification button to be notified when I upload videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!